Beautiful beaches, an exceptional climate, outstanding gastronomy, and the warmth of its people are just some of the defining features of this region in southern Spain. My name's Tiffany Pittman, a global real estate advisor with Spain Sotheby's International Realty. And today, we're going to be diving into the fascinating world of real estate. So, what are the key differences between purchasing a property in the United States and in Spain? Whether you're looking for a peaceful beachfront villa or a stylish city apartment, understanding these differences is essential to making informed decisions. Currently, the luxury real estate market is thriving in both the United States and Spain, but each operates under very different frameworks. In the US, the market is largely driven by supply and demand, whereas in Spain, it is often heavily influenced by foreign investment and tourism trends. This distinction impacts not only pricing, but also how the purchasing process is approached. The home buying process in the United States typically begins with mortgage pre-approval. Most buyers start by obtaining a mortgage pre-approval, which is essential for defining your budget. Next, you'll have your property search. This is where the real estate agent plays a key role. Buyers typically work with an agent to identify suitable properties. Then they make an offer. Once a property is selected, an offer is submitted. This stage often involves negotiation and commonly includes contingencies. After the offer is accepted, the property undergoes inspection and appraisal to ensure that the value aligns with the agreed upon price. Finally, the closing process involves signing the necessary documents and transferring funds. In most cases, this entire process takes between 30 and 60 days, making the role of a real estate agent essential. But how does the buying process differ in Spain? Well, first, there's a reservation agreement. In Spain, the process begins with finding a property, usually with the help of a real estate agent. Once a suitable property is identified, a reservation agreement is signed. This requires a deposit, typically 1% of the purchase price, to take the property off the market. It then goes into due diligence. The buyer then carries out the necessary checks, including legal verifications on the property. This step is crucial to avoid potential legal issues. Once everything is in order, a private purchase contract, often referred to as a deposit contract, is signed. Now, this usually involves a deposit of 10 to 12% of the purchase price, similar to an earnest money deposit in the US. These funds are generally non-refundable. If the buyer withdraws, the deposit is lost. If the seller breaches the contract, they may be required to return double the amount received. At this stage, withdrawing from the transaction is strongly discouraged. The final step is signing the public deed before a notary, where the remaining balance is paid and ownership is officially transferred. This process can often be completed within a matter of weeks. It is important to note that the notary represents the state, so working with a real estate agent who can connect you with a trusted lawyer to represent your interest is essential. So, what are the main differences between these two markets? Well, one, financing. Financing is generally more accessible in the United States, while foreign buyers in Spain may face stricter lending criteria. Next is the timeline. The process in the US is typically longer, usually taking between 30 to 60 days. In Spain, it can be significantly faster depending on the buyer's readiness. Now, non-resident buyers may require additional documentation, which can extend the timeline. Next is legal protections. Spain has specific buyer protections, such as the requirement to formalize the transaction before a notary, something that does not always apply in the United States. And finally, you want to account for language and cultural differences. Working with a local agent and understanding cultural nuances is key in Spain, where the U.S. market is generally more standardized. Now that you understand the differences between the U.S. and Spanish markets, if you are an American buyer interested in purchasing in Spain, here are a few tips. Tip 1, you always want to work with a local real estate agent who understands the market. Tip 2, hiring a lawyer to handle the legal aspects is essential. And tip 3, these are two different cultures, so be prepared for different customs and practices in negotiation and closing. And just remember, you don't know what you don't know, so the experience and expertise of the professionals you work with are key to ensuring a smooth transaction. Now that you understand the key differences between purchasing property in the United States and in Spain, thank you for joining me on this journey, because as you've seen, the details truly make all the difference. If you're considering entering the Spanish market, whether as an investment or to find your dream home, understanding these nuances can be a game changer. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about properties on the Costa del Sol, don't hesitate to get in touch. Visit TiffanyPittmanGlobal.com for more resources to aid in your journey abroad.